You, what up, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? You know what it is. You know what we over here doing. What's up to all my hip hop and pop culture enthusiasts? Welcome back to another exciting episode, or another live, I should say, a Blues House Live. You know what it is. I am Bluminati. This is your go-to for entertainment, news, film, and TV reviews, man. All the latest in hip hop and pop culture. Thrilled to have you join me today. It's me. I'm solo tonight. So we just gonna kick it. We're gonna hang out, man. Gonna hang out. I don't care if you're from the US, UK, Canada, Australia, whatever. Gonna kick it. But I do want to get into some stuff. What is that crawling on me? Do want to get into some stuff. Talk a little bit about some Marvel. We got some SDCC news. Talk about some Marvel. Talk about this Romulus trailer. You know what I mean? Get into all of that. Let me see if I can pull it up. But you know what time it is. Let's start the show.
Just clap your hands, everybody clap your hands to the people in the back. Clap your hands, come on, in the front. Clap your hands, let me hear.
Yeah. All right. What's up? What's up? Who all in the chat, man? Y'all talk to me. What's up, Mo? What's good, Mo? Mo always in the building. Mo is always in the building. Who all in the chat? Y'all talk to me. Junior. What's up, Junior? What is good? What's good? What is good? Yeah, let me see what I'm gonna bring up first. What y'all want to talk about first, man? What y'all want to talk about Marvel? Y'all want to get into Marvel? A lot of rumors and things going on out there. Let me pull it up. What y'all want to talk about? Let's talk about this Russo brothers, man. A lot of that been going around. What's on the to-do list for the night? We kicking it. Like I said, I'm solo, so we can get into the shenanigans. We can really get into the shits. Nah, that ain't the one I want to. Hold on. Russo brothers. So it's been rumored that the Russos are supposed to be coming back. Well, this is coming from the playlist. Let me see. Share the screen with y'all real quick. So it says, oh, no, this Murphy's multiverse is what we're talking about. Yeah, that's what they say. They say it's supposed to be for good. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to read this right here. It said Russo brothers in talks to direct Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars. Russo brothers come back to Marvel after shepherding the studio through phases 2 and 3, helming both Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. Joe and Anthony Russo preparing to get back into that MCU saddle. Now, according to THR's Boys Kid and Aaron's Couch, the brothers Russo was also directed Captain America Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War for the studio in talks to direct the next 2 Avenger films. Avenger 5 awaits a new title, according to THR, New Focus. The 6th Avengers film is set to adapt Secret Wars. It may be no coincidence that the direction of that film ended up in the hands of the Russos, as the brothers have discussed its big screen potential for years. As recently as 2022, Joe Russo described the duo's adoration for the comic book and discussed the possibility of returning to direct it alongside his brother. Now, this is good news. Y'all know I've been going extra ham, bologna sandwich, whatever you want to call it, on Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just ain't been in my good graces whatsoever. But I think this is a good start for them to get things back on track. You go back to the horse that brought you here, right? And the Russos made the films that made the that are definitive MCU films. That's what I say. Definitive MCU films, right? So you go back to that. That's who you hit your wagon to. People who understand the brand, people who care about the brand. And I myself think the Russos care about the brand. Junior said all the films have been made or trash after Endgame. That's because nobody has loved the brand the way that the Russos love the brand. The Russos love the brand. All the directors before loved the brand, whether it was Jon Favreau, what is it, Whedon. You know what I'm saying? These guys, they love the brand. Everybody else that they went to go and get were just fly-by-night directors. Some of them great directors. That ain't what I'm saying, but they're not invested in the comic books. They're not invested in the brand. They got a quote says, "Our love for Marvel is based on the books we read as kids and books that we fell in love with. The one series that we adore growing up was Secret Wars. It's incredibly ambiguous. It would be bigger than Infinity War and Endgame, but it's a massive undertaking, and these two movies were very hard to make. Trying to imagine making another two movies even bigger than those two, we're going to have to sleep on it." Now, Secret Wars would be a huge, huge, huge feat to pull off, and things would really have to lead up to it in order, you know what I'm saying, to have some payoff. You know, they're thinking about changing Avengers 5, the whole premise, getting away from the Kang situation. I want to know what y'all feel. Do y'all think they should stick with Kang Dynasty, or do y'all think that they should pivot? Right now, we don't even have a Kang, right? Rehire Jonathan Majors. I'm behind that. But as of right now, we don't have a Kang. And even before then, I myself said that they should pivot away from that multiverse. Pivot away from that. Give that a breather for a second. Tie up some loose ends on the ground level. Hey, Pam. What's up, Pam? What you doing? Or how you doing, I should say. I've been seeing that content you've been dropping. Dope content, dope content. But I myself think that they should pivot away from that multiverse. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe that's not the way to go. Maybe they should stay the course, but I think they should steer clear. We have Deadpool, Wolverine coming out, and we have Black America New World Order coming, right? Black America New World Order trailer, it kind of got me, right? Because I have been talking a lot of major, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit about it, but it kind of got me. It might work as far as the storytelling goes. I don't know how much money to make because they done poured a lot of money into it. It's gonna have to damn near be $1 billion project for it to be successful like that. But it kind of got me, right? So I think the ground level is where it's at. And if you really go back and you look at the Avengers or the beginning of the MCU, a lot of that was groundwork. A lot of that was ground level. It edged up and started, you know what I'm saying, once Thanos and all of that and Guardians of the Galaxy showed up. But majority of that, reason why, you know what I'm saying, we talk about the epitome of the MCU being those two Captain America movies in Endgame, was because it was a little bit more grounded. It wasn't uber out of space and just different. It was stuff that was understandable. It was linear. You know what I mean? So Junior says they absolutely need to stick with it to bring back Jonathan. Bring back Jonathan, most deaf. So the multiverse can help with a reboot. I agree. The multiverse can help with a reboot. I am not against that. I'm not against building up everything to blow it up. I'm not against that. If they're gonna build the multiverse up and then blow it up, or I should say implode it instead of explode, implode it, you know what I'm saying, and get back on track, I'm with all that. It's just, I don't know. I guess I'm just tired of the multiverse. Hey, like I said, that's just me. Maybe it's just personally me who's tired of the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure y'all love it. If y'all love it, I like it. You know what I mean? Pam says only dedicate about 3 movies to the multiverse and then do character-driven stories, not make multiverse the plot. Okay, I'm with that. I could see, and I think the multiverse has become a character of its own, and I don't like the multiverse as a character. As a backdrop, it's cool. I think the multiverse works as a backdrop. You're right, as a backdrop. It's there, but we're not always. It seems like they just keep going to it. Multiverse. The multiverse should exist. Kang is there. Multiverse, Kang, Loki, cool. But that should not be everything. You know what I mean? That should not be everything. Andre Ware, what is good? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is good? Because I just think it's a lot of dope things you can do other than the multiverse. Or take a break. Let us forget about that multiverse. Bring me T'Challa back, right? Get me some ground level things going on. Get me some real motive. Get me the X-Men. Get me the Fantastic Four. Show me what you're doing with the Thunderbolts. Bring the, you know what I'm saying? What do the Eternals have to say about the multiverse? Or Kang? The Celestials, these are, you know, these beings like the Celestials, they should know what's going on. You would think that they would know some things. Can we get some more of that? Is what I'm saying. Can we get some, you know what I'm saying, some things that you've already laid the groundwork for before you blow it all up? I think as much shit as people talk about the Eternals, I think it's a lot of things that they can pull and draw from with the Eternal storyline. It's a lot they can pull from if they wanted to. If they wanted to go back and revisit, I know a lot of people going to say, nah, don't revisit the Eternals. I think it's a lot there. It's a lot there. Perp in the building. Purpose in the building. I just think it's a lot there. Avengers 5 is supposed to, I think they said Avengers 5 or maybe Secret Wars is supposed to have over 60 characters, right? Supposed to have 60 characters in this thing. Perp says no more NyQuil. But you know what, Perp? I think that's due to the direction that the director took it. The Eternals can be exciting. You can make them exciting if you want to. Like I said, it's a lot you can draw from and do things with. I just think that what was her name? Chloe Zhao, the director. I think she chose to make a art style film, one of those films that you take to the Cannes Festival or one, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what she chose to do, and kudos to her. You know what I'm saying? With her being the director. But I just don't, like you said, NyQuil, put you to sleep. But it's a lot of things in that movie that can be pulled. It's a lot of things from that thing. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice to see Fantastic Four X-Men introduce Earth 616 instead of focusing on the multiverse concept. Right. Because now, from my understanding, I'm hearing X-Men will probably be introduced in Deadpool Wolverine. Official, like, but it won't be 616 or main continuity X-Men. Then I'm hearing like you might have X-Men versus Avengers coming up. You know what I'm saying? That could be Avengers 5. Could be X-Men versus Avengers. And you have a world where there aren't Avengers, but there's X-Men. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe they all getting together. You know what I'm saying? We got the incursions happening, things like that. It's a lot of things you can do with the multiverse. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Don't know how it work better as a series first in the movie. I could see it as a series. I think, you know what? You might be on to something, Perp. That as a Disney Plus series probably would have worked better, would have gave them the opportunity to flesh out a lot more things. And it would have had the pacing that was necessary. You know what I'm saying? That movie needed a faster pace because it's what was it, two hours? But it's a Marvel film, so to me, it needed faster pacing. You do a Disney Plus series, you can slow it down. You can have you can talk a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Get some things out with these characters. Explain Athena, explain Icarus, explain. You know what I'm saying? You could really get and deep dive into how they interact with each other. You know what I mean? So that's not bad, man. That's not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Really wouldn't. What else I got when it comes to Marvel? So I heard they sent a Fantastic Four set in the 60s. Yeah, from my understanding, it's supposed to be set in the 60s. I don't know why they're trying to do these period pieces. Remember, they want Blade to be set back in the what was it, in the 20s or something, like 20s or 30s. Fantastic Four in the 60s. They're doing these period pieces. I don't know why. Maybe they already have the sets built, you know what I'm saying, from like Loki and all of that, things like that. So maybe that's what it is. They're trying to reuse some of these sets to save some money. But Fantastic Four in the 60s, they go alternative universe. I think they get pulled into our timeline or something like that. To me, it's a little zany and a little wacky, right? Just had a fan, you know, you don't need to do this. I just want to wait and see before I cast judgment on it. I'm gonna wait and see, but I don't necessarily think you have to have that in the you know what I'm saying? Like in the 1960s, you don't have to do that. Ain't there's really no need for it. Just have them here. You know what I'm saying? Have them here. We're getting superhero, you know, a lot of superpower being superheroes. They go up into space stations. We got Monica Rambeau. You know what I'm saying? We got these people already getting powers the same, you know what I'm saying, from certain celestial things happening out in space. So just keep the trend going. And I don't think it hurts anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it hurts anything. What do y'all think is going to be happening or announced at SDCC? Right? I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about what's happening now. You know, Deadpool, Wolverine. I'm pretty sure that'll have a panel. I'm pretty sure Black America, New Brave Order, Brave New, what it is, New World Order, Brave New World, whatever it's called. I'm pretty sure that'll have a panel. But do y'all think Feige comes out and announces X-Men or announces Blade shit? Does Mahershala Ali walk back on that stage and say, hey, I'm still here, y'all? I'm still here. You know what I mean? Like, does that happen? You know what I mean? Does that happen? And it's supposed to go down next week, July 25th. What would y'all like to see announced? I wouldn't mind seeing them speak about Jonathan Majors or Kang. Is Hugh Jackman staying as Wolverine? Because I'm hearing rumors that he might be here for a couple more movies. Stizzle, what up? Gray, what up? I'm hearing that he might be here for a couple more movies. I'm not necessarily mad at Hugh Jackman being here for a couple more movies, but I think it might be time to go. If you're going to do that, you have to be right now full mode looking for the next Wolverine. You got to be. To pass the torch to. You got to. Right? You got to. That ain't a bad play. Not a bad play. Lost in Space for several years would have been the easiest route to take. That's not bad. That's not a bad. You think about it. If they would have did when Monica Rambeau disappeared, they talked about astronauts being lost. Just use that. That's the perfect setup. That was in WandaVision, right? Didn't they say something about astronauts being lost? I might have to go back and watch it, but I recall some astronauts being lost in space. That could be the catalyst for the Fantastic Four right there. That could be the catalyst. Why not use that? Real simple. They don't have to be from 1960. Astronauts got lost in space. Maybe it happened during the blip. They got lost in space during the blip. Show back up. You know what I'm saying? Been floating around ever since, or something like that. Just real simple. It's like they make things too complicated nowadays. You don't have to. Sometimes the simplest route is the best route, man. Simplest route is the best route sometimes. That'd be huge if they brought back Jonathan Majors on stage and say it would be huge. It would be huge. I just don't think that. I think they may bring Jonathan Majors back. I'm more leaning towards he comes back, but the timing has to be right. I don't know if this is the time to do that. I think they want a little bit more reconnaissance on him. You know what I'm saying? To see how the how people are they accepting him with open arms. But I do think he comes back. And I don't necessarily think they have to announce that he's back. I think he just shows up. He just shows up in the film. Boom. There he is. And Let the audience say what they're gonna say. If they, who cares? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're gonna talk one way. A new Kang, old Kang, they're gonna talk one way or the other. They're gonna talk the new Kang. They might go and get a new guy. Don't know that he, you know what I'm saying? The dirt that's on him, he might have something in his past. I say stick with the devil that you know. X-Men announcement, Secret Wars announcement, Blade start date, recast T'Challa. Those are all things that I would love to see. X-Men announcement. I think they're shooting themselves in the foot for not going full bore on X-Men. You got all the pieces. Go ahead, put, you know what I'm saying, put it together. Why have you waited so long anyway to start matriculating mutants and X-Men characters into the MCU in a better way, not just here and there? Oh, you know what I'm saying, Miss Marvel's a mutant. Oh, this person may be a mutant. Namor, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the only two confirmed mutants I think we got. So, nah, matriculate them in, sneak them in, you know what I'm saying? Secret Wars announcement, I do think that's coming. I think that's big, 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 big. So you have to do a Secret Wars because I think that's the next thing that everybody's talking about, a reboot, a soft reboot. So it's got to be through Secret Wars. I think that makes the most sense. You know what I mean? I think that makes the most sense. Blade start date. Blade start date is February 32nd. That is Blade start date. I don't think Blade is happening. I really don't. I don't think Blade is happening. I think that boat has sailed, that they just don't want to say anything. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I think that ship has sailed. I really do. I really think that ship has sailed. They just can't get right. You know what I mean? Simple stuff is Blade. He hunts vampires, and they can't get that right. I don't understand that. That's baffling to me that you can't get that right. Really, really, really baffling to me. You can't get that right. My bad, y'all. Stizzle says, I remember director John Carnahall pitched the 70s era Daredevil film to Fox, totally unnecessary. Yeah, man, like a 70s era Daredevil. You want to keep these things modern, right? And I'm all for nostalgia. I'm all for possibly going back, revisiting some things, but we need to keep things moving forward. Because if you go back, now you got to explain, well, shit, it's been mutants here the whole time. Oh, well, Fantastic Four was out here. They had superpowers, and we just not acting like people got superpowers. You know what I mean? Nah, you gotta move it forward. Use the loose threads that you already have dangling and hanging out there. Use those, because once you start doing that, things get a little tricky. Things get tricky once you start doing that. Gets convoluted, right? Gets wild, gets weird. Gets real weird. What else y'all want to see at SDCC? Yeah, matter of fact, anything outside of Marvel. What about we haven't talked about DC. We got James Gunn over there, and I know I did a quick pivot. Make this hard left real quick. We got James Gunn over there at DC, head of DC, ready for Superman. He's putting out pictures of Peacemaker season 2. They revamping that. But I don't even think WB or DC is having anything at San Diego Comic-Con this year. What do y'all think about that? I think that's a travesty. I think they shouldn't. I think they dropping the ball on not having a panel. Let me double check to see if they're showing up. I don't think they got a panel. Do they? Now this says they do. Says they do have a panel. Okay. Let's talk about their panel real quick. real quick. Says SDCC 2024 scheduled for DC panels on Batman, Cape Crusader, Absolute Power, the Harley Quinn animated show, and much, much more. So they're not going in. Are they not doing anything on their movies? So Thursday on the 25th, Absolute Power, which is a comic book crossover. Jim Lee and Friends Friday, Harley Quinn and Kite Man, hell yeah. Adventures with Superman Lois. Oh, excuse me, y'all. DC Multiverse, Gotham City, Cape Crusader, the Penguin. That is it. Wow, nothing from the DCU. Oh, they tripping. See, they don't want any. It's like, I don't know, man. These people who run these companies, do y'all want us to get excited about stuff or not? James Gunn, you've been leaking funny ass photos about Superman for the past 2-3 months now, but you don't want to go to San Diego Comic-Con and do something big. Come on, man. You got creature commandos. You can't do nothing with that. Peacemaker, Superman, you got these things. From what I understand, you almost done. Why not show up at San Diego Comic-Con and get people excited, get them hyped for what you're trying to pull off? Marvel's coming off a down era. You can slide right in. Take some of that real estate. But y'all over here with the bullshit, I don't understand it. It's like DC, y'all don't want to win. Y'all don't want to win at all. That is wild to me. Really, really wild to me. Still says a simple X-Men explanation is Xavier kept most mutants off the world's radar with Cerebro like in the Ultimate X-Men comics. Yeah. It could be that. It can be that. They can rewrite him to be in the government sometime. You know what I'm saying? They could take liberties with. I think they should take some liberties with Xavier and Magneto, right? They can't be old as dirt from the 40s. Adults and you know what I'm saying? Adults in the 40s, which would mean they were born in like 1920. You don't want that because that means they'd be damn near 100 years old, right? So what do you do? What do you do? I think you got to take some type of liberties with Xavier and Magneto. You got to take some liberties. Maybe Xavier is a part of the government. Maybe he is a donor or something. Like he does these things. I like the Cerebro idea like they did in the Ultimates comics. Keeping them off the radar. I think that could work. They act like us as consumers are stupid, yo. They act like we can't comprehend, like, oh. I swear that's what they act like. Yeah, just a Superman teaser, just maybe him flying through the clouds, poof, and then the Superman logo, that'd be dope. That'll be dope. That'll get the crowd hype. Maybe see what the suit really looks like. Are y'all putting any kind of digital enhancements on the suit, or is he just walking around in this biker jacket? But that's what it looked like, a full-fledged like biker suit to me. Motorcycle, you know what I'm saying? Look like with the leather pants, the full leather top. That's what it looked like to me. Looked like Superman biker version. The way it's just all, you know what I'm saying, how it hangs off of him and stuff. It looks hot too. Looks hot. Really looks hot. But no, DC is slacking. I don't know. Superman and Lois special video, like, isn't that? I thought that was the ending. I like My Adventures with Superman. I like that. Season 2 has been pretty good. What's happening in the DCU multiverse? I don't know what that's about. I think that's more of a comic book situation. News says Gotham City, we're promised news and surprises involving Batman and the other protectors of Gotham City in this comic. So it's another comics panel. Batman Cape Crusader screening presentation. I think that's a cartoon, an animated series. That could be something to talk about. Could be something to talk about. Because I think it's not necessarily a continuation of Batman the animated series, or am I thinking something else? This might be something different. Because I thought they was doing it like a continuation of the Batman animated series too. Says, yeah, and once mutants were outed, all hell broke out. Oh, yeah, the green. See, that's something else they could be talking about. You announced that you want to do a Green Lantern show for Max. Now give us something. Give us something for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Announce the actors. Real simple. Announce who y'all got playing. Mr. YouTube, nah, you ain't late, bro. You ain't late. We still talking some things. I'm just bouncing back and forth between Marvel, DC, just trying to get some things hyped. I think now 2024, we're out of the pandemic. I don't want people to keep saying, oh, people ain't going to the movie theaters because of the pandemic. We're post-pandemic now. What we 2 years removed, I would say, at least a year removed. Movie theater, people are going to the movies. You just have to entice them to go. You have to make good movies. Are y'all making good movies? Or are y'all trying to nickel and dime the streaming process? Right? What y'all think about Black America? New Brave Order. Captain America Brave New World Order. What y'all think about that, chat? Is this something that we should be hyped about? Does it save Marvel? Because you know me, I'm setting aside Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't see them as the savior. They're going to come out and do all the money. All the monies. They're going to make all the monies. I believe Deadpool and Wolverine will. But that, to me, is not a Marvel MCU film. It's a Deadpool movie with MCU inserts in it. That's how I view it. To me, the next MCU proper film is Black America, Brave New World Order. To me, that's the movie that's got to showcase something and hit the mark. What y'all think about it? Will it hit the mark? Are y'all excited about Black America, New World, Brave Order? Are y'all excited about it? Since this pandemic didn't stop folks from seeing Spider-Man, Top Gun. Right, it didn't. It did not. Barbenheimer, all of these things. People show up. People show up when they want to go see something. They go spend money on the things that they want to go see. But you got to sell it to them. You got to make people want to go see these movies. I don't know if Black America is one of them. Captain Black America, I don't know. Purpose say, but people love to support the bad movies. I think that's all that's out there instead of supporting the good ones. I think they create these controversies. This movie's woke. This movie's that. I think they create these controversies, and the media kills them before they even can get legs up under them to go and walk. Right. And you're right. Some of these movies that are bad, or some of these, you're like, damn, that movie made money. But then you look at the movie that you may like, or that a lot of people are talking about, and it don't make the money, or a lot of people that were invested in before the movie came out, and they don't go see the movie. Now, why is that? Why are they not going to see these movies? Is it the marketing? Or is it the I can wait syndrome? Because I think a lot of these people think that they can wait or to be on streaming. And I think the movie business shot themselves in the foot. Been using that term a lot tonight, but they shot themselves in the foot when it came to streaming. And I don't think they foresaw it competing with the movie theaters. But when you do day and date and I can wait, and you're just incentivizing me to make your movie fail. I might love the movie. I might really want to see Captain Brave, New America's Underground Railroad, like D Stizzle said. I might really want to see that movie. Really want to go see it. But if I know all I got to do is wait, I mean, I done waited this long. All I got to do is just wait. And the longer you wait, the more people who don't show up, the quicker it comes to streaming. And that's what I mean by they are incentivizing people to not go to the movie theater. You know what I mean? They are incentivizing people to not go to the movie theaters. Says Deadpool and Wolverine got no competition going into August besides Alien, but I don't think that's going to really eat into his box office like that. Nah, I don't think Alien would eat into his box office. Plus, it's still Alien is a Disney movie itself. So you know what I'm saying? You got basically two 20th Century Fox movies on display, right? Either way, you're getting the money. But you're right. I don't think Romulus is eating into Deadpool and Wolverine. And no, I don't see Black America saving the MCU. I do see it as intriguing. I do think this with Thunderbolts could be a dope story to pivot things going forward. If they play their cards right, this could be massive for them. If they stick to this grounded level. Right? This could be massive. This could be some dope shit. Thunderbolts, Captain America. It could be dope if they do it right. I just don't know if they want to do it right. Long legs, good marketing. See, I'm gonna tell you this. This is another thing that hurts movie theaters in general. They put copyright strikes on the trailers. So why would you want a copyright strike on your trailer? I don't get that. Me as a YouTuber, allow me to take your trailer and put it in front of as many people's faces as possible. People who might not know that you just dropped the trailer for Captain America, Deadpool and Wolverine, Alien Romulus, whatever. Why are you copyright striking people? Like, why? What sense does that make? Let me talk about your trailer. Let's run it up. That's free promotion. I look at it like what's crazy is I can retweet it. I can retweet your trailer all day, right? With the comment too. I can retweet your trailer with the commentary on the retweet, on the quote trailer, whatever you want to call it. But then when I get here on YouTube and try to put it in front of as many people as I possibly can, you copyright strike me? And I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just thinking about it. Like, that's just wild. That's weird. That's weird. Are y'all trying to recoup your marketing budget from the trailer? Is that what it is? Like, and me, I think you would get it, because if all the YouTubers is playing your trailer over and over and over again, ads or whatever, wouldn't you want that? Deadpool Wolverine in the same situation as Guardians 3. It's a proven franchise. I agree. Being a proven franchise, you don't necessarily, like, I don't think Ryan Reynolds has anything to lose. I'm hearing that this Deadpool is the better out of the three also, but he ain't got nothing to lose. He can just go in here, have fun, and play around. It won't hurt the franchise. It's Deadpool. He's perfect for Deadpool. You know, you got the two perfect actors in these roles, you know, playing these characters. Can't lose. You really can't lose. Yeah, that's dumb and exactly why I stay away from doing. Yeah, and it pushed me away from doing reactions too. And I want to talk about some of these trailers. Like I wouldn't mind talking about, the latest Alien Romulus trailer that just dropped. Right? I think that would be a dope thing to talk. I'm real heavy into Aliens. Aliens and Predator. I think those are two franchises that has a lot of potential. They've dropped the ball on some. Some have been good, but I think there's a lot of potential there. I think they can go back and revisit the vein of AVP, Alien vs. Predator. Think it's some money to be made there. That last movie, not so much. It was so dark. Couldn't watch it because it was so dark. The first one was good to me. Sanaa Lathan, didn't mind it. Them running around the little pyramid down in Antarctica. Thought it was pretty cool. Go back to that. There's money out here. Not one lick of sense. Not one. I don't get it. I do not get it. But and Stizzle, you shouldn't even have to be a shield like to do that. I should be able to go to all these. I'm not showing. If I could see if I was showing your movie, right? If I'm showing your movie on here, that's totally different. But I'm showing your trailer for promotional use. It should, you know what I'm saying? For promotional use only. It's a trailer. I don't get it. That I don't get. That I don't get. But yeah. Anything else on this Marvel stuff or this SDCC stuff y'all want to talk about? If not, I'm gonna push forward into I don't know if y'all saw it. Billboard put out 100 greatest hip hop rap albums, the greatest rap albums of all time. I'm not gonna go through all 100. I like that the homie E40 is on here at 99. I can dig that within a major way. That was a dope album. But I'm not gonna go through all 100. I just want to do the top 10. Let's just do the top 10. Let me get there. Top 10, ladies and gentlemen. No, 10. All right. Yes, Billboard. It's another list, but I want to talk about it. I don't think it's a bad list. I don't think it's a bad list. So y'all bear with me. I don't know what this is. What is that? The block right here. Number 10, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. How can I just want the list like to be, all right, we'll work it like this. Slick Rick, Great Adventures of Slick Rick, number 10. I think it's a little too high, y'all. I think it's too high. I don't mind. It's a dope album. Dope album. It might be number 10 because how influential Slick Rick was to a lot of, or you know what I'm saying, to a lot of rappers that made the style. But I think being in the top 10 is too high. Top 15, top 20, I'm with that. Top 10, I don't know, man. Came out in 88. I proposed that The Godfather gloriously Gotti jury, but has such an embarrassment of gems on his first album. Great Adventures of Slick Rick is extraordinary in fact that its narrator became one of the GOATs, chiefly off LP alone, the creme de la creme of hip-hop storytellers, including Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Nas, Biggie, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, have all heralded Slick Rick, the ruler, as the grand wizard of weaving visually vivid narratives on wax. And I think that's the reason why. I think because a lot of people draw inspiration and influence from Slick Rick that they put this in the top 10. Not mad. I'm not mad at it, but I do think it's an argument to slide it out of the top 10. Y'all let me know if y'all agree or disagree. I'm gonna come back to y'all in the chat. Number 9, Jay-Z the Blueprint. I think it's weird for me. This and Dynasty, the Dynasty album, are some of my favorite. This, the Dynasty album, and the Black album. Reasonable Doubt is Jay's got. That's a weird one. I don't know if Blueprint should be top 10. I do think it's a Jay-Z album. He has an album that can maybe get in the top 10, but I don't know if Blueprint is that. Came out 2001, came out September 11, 2000. And you know what? Maybe off of that alone, people, after, even with September 11th happening, people ran to their local or their local mom and pop spots. They ran to Sam Goody's, Peppermint Music, FYE, Virgin, all of these record stores to grab this album. Says, well, hopes of fortifying his legacy as the guide MC, Jay-Z angled his way to the top by piercing together this 2001 masterwork. The Blueprint, having a young Kanye West, Just Blaze, and Bink at his disposal, allowed Hove to unleash in the ways he never saw before. He did have a crazy, I mean, them producers there, just Blaze and Bink alone, and then you adding in a brand new Kanye. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. Top 10, number 9. I don't know. Number 9, I don't know. Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full. I think this should be slid up 6, maybe. Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full. 87. My brother used to play the hell. Me and my brother used to play the hell out of this album. We didn't own it. It was my pop's album, but we used to play the hell out of it, man. Paid in Full. This made people want to rap. This made you want to say, you know what? I want to be a rapper. Looking at these two, looking at this album cover right here. Gold chains, the money, the bracelets, the rings, the watch. You know what I'm saying? The Dapper Dan Gucci suits. This made you want to rap. I ain't gonna lie, this made you want to rap. Just times before rap and True Living God MC, this is rap before, there is rap after him. The booth was like the burning bush of Mount Sinai, and Rakim was Moses. I like that. Stepping out of it with the 10 rap commandments, giving us the good word via 1987's Timeless, Paid in Full. Can't front on Eric B's genius either. It stripped down beats, accentuated Rakim Allah's lyrics. Now, I'm trying to tell you this. I think this album should slide up. Maybe for me. I think this album should slide up. Number 7. Woo. This, to me, I don't want to say it's blasphemous, but I think Doggy Style should be a top 5 album. Maybe top 3. Snoop Doggy Dogg, Doggy Style could be a top 3, top 5 album in my book. For me, he's my favorite rapper of all time. Like I said, favorite rapper. That don't mean he's the best rapper. A lot of people get that confused. He's my favorite rapper of all time. I don't see him as the best rapper of all time. He ain't the GOAT like that when it comes to spitting, but he's my favorite rapper. I like his style. I like his persona. You know what I'm saying? The character that he does. All, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Plus, he is the most recognizable hip-hop face ever. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of good things going from him. This was 93. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, hip-hop's most potent pioneer and production visionary, and his protege, limitless in charisma, rhyme flows, and barking bars. They are our coaches, Quincy Jones and Mike Jack. But yeah, our coaches, Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro. That's big. For them to say that, that's big. That is big. But I think, like I said, I think this should be pushed up. Top 5, not 7. Top 3, maybe. Top 3, maybe. Top 3. Tupac, All Eyes on Me. Now, to me, what can I say about Tupac, All Eyes on Me? Oh man, it's some people might hate me. I don't think this should be I don't think this is his top 10 album. I know I know it's All Eyes on Me. I get it. But All Eyes on Me has a lot of skips on it. I don't just sit down and just throw. It's a dope, great album. Let me not say this by like I'm dissing All Eyes on Me. I used to kill this album. But to me, this ain't the top 10 album for me. For me, my favorite Tupac album, who I would put top 10, if we're gonna put a Tupac album in there, is Machiavelli for me. I know a lot of people might say Against the World, Me Against the World. But for me, Machiavelli, see, what matter All Eyes on Me, and I'm not mad if they would have did Me Against the World. I'm really not mad. Do y'all think this is the place for it? Do y'all think Tupac, All Eyes on Me, if it's gonna be here, is 6? Where do you see it? If we keeping it in the top 10, is this our landing spot for Tupac, All Eyes on Me? Like I said, I think Tupac's greatest album is Machiavelli. I think Machiavelli covers all bases. For me, as a Tupac fan. I still listen to Machiavelli. Y'all let me know, what do y'all think it should be right there? I'm gonna come back to y'all in the chat. I see the chat talking. See y'all talking in the chat. Let's keep it going. Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochie screaming. Amid all the album with All Eyes on Me, Pac unleashed his pent-up frustration and combined it with slivers of paranoia, braggadocio for a profound body of work that most closely mirrors the raw persona rap with most fans identified the West Coast legend. Dr. Dre and DJ Quick involvement on the production and mixing side helped steer Pac's mercurial nature and keep him coloring in the lines for an era-defining album. Yeah, Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, man, we need to get into like greatest producers. I would love to see greatest rap producers, greatest. That's a sidebar on that. You know what I'm saying? Sidebar, but I would love to see where they put Quick at. Quick, I can kind of interchange Quick and Dre. I'm a huge Dr. Dre fan, but Quick might. Let me stop. Some people might say it's blasphemy. Number 5, Notorious Big, Life After Death. I think this is suiting. I think he only had 2 albums. Ready to Die. Ooh, I ain't trying to start no beef in that. But is Life After Death better than All Eyes on Me? All Eyes on Me. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad at it. I think Life After Death might be better than All Eyes on Me. Now, you know what? Look, I might revisit both of them albums and see with my adult ears and see. I don't know. Is it better? It's number 5, right? Came out, Glenn Wonderkin couldn't outdo his Did the Impossible twice. Life After Death isn't just a quintessential rap project, it's the apex of double albums. Biggie soared into rarefied air when he loaded the clip for his album, man. This is the dope album. Gray, I'm with you. I'm with you. But that posed the all eyes on me. That's a good question. 5 and 6. Oh man. Let's get them talking. Let's get them talking in the chat. Outcast of Quimini. I do look. Outcast deserve to be in the top 5. I don't know if I Quimini. I'm an Outcast stan. Right? Georgia, you know what I'm saying? From Georgia. Listen to all their stuff. I remember, I was first bought the Outcast album. I remember Outcast and Bone together. Would listen to both like it was crazy. Outcast album is not a Quimini, it's AT Aliens. That's my favorite Outcast album. But this, I think, Quimini is the album that catapulted them to the stardom and the fame. Because this was 98. Yep, 98. The lengthy cultural shadow Rosa Parks and the timeless horn riffs and Spody Odie Dopalicious. Outcast of Quimini is a cornerstone of Southern rap and one of the most formative works come out of hip-hop's 50-year history. In doubling down to their regional idiosyncrasies, Big Boy and Three Stacks crafted a nuanced love letter to the vast expanse of black music from P-Funk. Got album, the way it plays like a movie, right? I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I'm not mad at this being up there though. And I'm smiling. I'm smiling because I'm proud to see Outkast this high. Any of their albums, I think they could have picked to be in the top 10. Me, myself. Any of their albums they could have picked to be in the top 10. And I'm not mad at them picking this one. It was a cultural phenomenon. Well composed, like Gray just said, artwork. To the CD, they was on something. Salute the Outcast. Do you think this is proper? I like, y'all let me know. Do you think this is do you think this deserves number 4? That's really the question. Does this deserve number 4 though? Quimini. Number 3. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Now, how do I want to frame this? Is the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill a rap album? Yes, I know she raps on the album, but is this a rap album? When you go back and you listen to the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, it's not a 50-50 hip-hop to rap or hip-hop to R&B, I should say. It's way more R&B on this album than it is hip-hop or rap, I should say. Albums of all time. That's what I will say. It is one of the greatest albums of all time. But this is a best rap albums of all time. So Yo, y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, okay. Let's get back into it, man. I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. That's crazy. All right, all right. What we stopped at? Lauryn Hill, right? Lauryn Hill was 3. All right, back to Lauryn Hill. My bad for the technical difficulties, y'all. Lauryn Hill, I don't think deserves, or yeah, I don't think this album should be on the greatest rap albums of all time, because I don't believe that it's a rap album. It's a lot of singing, a lot of her vocalizing. She does do some rapping on there, but this more so seems to me to be an R&B album. But like I said, I don't know if y'all heard me before the technical difficulties. It is one of the greatest albums of all time, but this needs to be evaporated off the list. And no disrespect to Lauryn Hill, but this got to be evaporated off the list. So this came out in 98 also. 16 tracks. It's just not a rap album. 30 years after Bowen, at number 1 on the Billboard 298, Miss Hill's seminal debut, the only solo studio album still endures as one of hip hop's most influential musical feats. Its melodious melange of R&B, neo soul, hip hop, gospel, pop, and reggae. See, all of that R&B, neo soul, hip hop, gospel, pop, and reggae provided a perfect accompaniment to the Fugees. Oh, I ain't even showing it. Hold on. I thought I was still sharing the screen. But yeah, it's got all of that in there, and it shouldn't be on there. Just shouldn't be on there. So let's just go ahead and get the 2. We're gonna knock that out of there. Boop, get that out of here. And number 2, boom, The Chronic, Dr. Dre, The Chronic. I think Dr. Dre, The Chronic could be number 1. Snoop Doggy Dogg, Doggy Style could be number 2. That's just me. Like I said, that's just me. But Dr. Dre, The Chronic, to me, is just one of the greatest rap albums of all time, just because of what it did. Right? Came out in 92. The album changed everything. Dre's comeback after falling out with Eazy and Ruthless Records launched a new label, Death Row Records, introduced the world of Snoop Doggy Dogg. The Chronic was the doctor perfecting the G-Funk sound, and he helped cultivate as a member of NWA, which would later go on to become the sound of the West Coast. It's tough to pick standouts on the album. You can let it rock from front to back, with Snoop's star turn on Nothing But a G Thing and the Eazy-E and Luke diss track, F with Dre Day, were staples on the charts, and their unforgettable accompanying of visuals. Music video stations like MTV in the Box. Despite its blue subject matter, The Chronic was instrumental in pushing rap to the mainstream and ensuring it stayed there. This album, remember, around this time, they were boycotting rap albums, crushing them in the streets. You had Luke being sued by the government. That parental advisory sticker was just now being put on certain things. This, to me, is the penultimate album for mainstream hip hop, coming into hip hop of what it is today. You know what I'm saying? I think The Chronic was the turning point from the hip hop of the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Turning it into, all right, this is what we do now, right? And everything and everybody emulated Dr. Dre, The Chronic, Snoop Dogg, the Dogg Pound, Lady of Rage, RBX, Jewel, all of them. Everybody emulated this sound. Warren G. Everybody emulated this sound. So to me, this being at 2 I'm not mad at it, but this could most definitely be number one for me. This could most definitely be number one, numero uno, for the greatest rap album of all time. And then Doggy Style at number two. Let's get to number one. Let's get to number one. Nas Illmatic. Ooh, I know this is gonna hurt some people. Well, I don't know. Some of y'all might agree. Nas Illmatic, 94. What's left to say about Nasir Jones? The standard bearer for 90s rap. Illmatic is the album that changed the way rap albums were made. Everything about it changed the game. The album cover made rappers rethink what they wanted fans to see before they even heard a bar. Instead of working with one producer like most MCs at the time, Nas and Nas Professor decided to build an all-star team that included New York luminaries, DJ Premier, Pete Rock, and Q-Tip. Despite them all bringing unique talents, every beat on the album manages to feel a part of the whole. I'm not mad at Illmatic. Illmatic is New York's The Chronic, right? Illmatic is New York's The Chronic, or Illmatic is New York's Doggy Style. One or the other. That's what Illmatic is for New York hip hop. And New York being the mecca of hip hop, I can see it being a top 3, 2. I can see it being there. I'm not mad at it being in, you know what I'm saying? Can it be maneuvered? I think it could be maneuvered. I'm not mad at it being maneuvered, but if you think about it, when Nas dropped this, Nas ended up on everybody's album, right? Everybody's album. Mobb Deep, Cuban Links, he was on Raekwon's album. Anything that was hot, Large Professor, I think, Cool G Rap. You know what I'm saying? He was everywhere. He was everywhere at that point in time. So I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this list. Let's say this. I'm not mad at this list. Really not mad at this list. So let's talk about it in the chat. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Go all the way up from where we started. Paid in full at 6, Doggy Style at 5, says Gray. Okay, I ain't mad at that. Not mad at that. He says Blueprint 2 a Black album. You would replace the Blueprint 2 a Black album? Blueprint 2 is slept on. A lot of people don't like Blueprint 2. I think they might need to go and revisit that album. I think Blueprint 2 is a pretty damn good album. Says pre-Death Row Pac was better. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at pre-Death Row Pac being better. Really not. I'm not mad at pre-Death Row Pac being better. I can see that. A lot of people love Me Against the World. Gray, what would you put Me Against the World? What would you put Me Against the World? Machiavelli. I'm telling you, Machiavelli is Tupac's penultimate album for me. If you slide if Tupac got to be in the top 10, it's Machiavelli for me. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Straight bomb on that album, and this is coming from a Biggie guy. What? So you think you would swap? Oh, you talking Machiavelli? Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yes. Straight bomb on that album. Still says don't agree, but not surprised it's at number 6. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to stop this computer. It seems like the computer acting up. Quick is up there for me. For no Quick might be to me. Quick, Dr. Dre, Quick. I don't know. You know, choose your poison at this point. It's like choose your poison. Doggy Style, Chronic, back-to-back culture. It's like that. To me, that's a double album, right? Doggy Style and the Chronic are double albums. I think you could just Play both of them back to back, and you don't miss a beat. That's how I look at Doggy Style and the Chronic. You know what I mean? Life After Death, way better. He says, way better. Oh, snap. So y'all was a little spicy in the chat. You think Life After Death is way better than All Eyes on Me? That's not a bad take, man. That's not a bad take. And that's no shade to Tupac neither. That's no shade to Tupac, but that Life After Death album might be better than All Eyes on Me. Might be. I'm not mad at that take. Stizzle says Ready to Die was better. Was better than Life After Death. I don't know. There's some skips on Ready to Die to me. There's some skips on that. It's maybe one, maybe two. Now that Machine Gun Funk, the What with Method Man. Oh man, them joints is crazy. Them joints is crazy. Them joints is crazy. This is the Lawrence Peeps work for you. The mustard, because they said as soon as I start talking about Lauryn Hill, they mess me up, huh? As soon as I said something about her shouldn't be on the stream, they messed my stream up. Shouldn't be on the list, they messed my stream up, man. That's crazy. Lauryn Hill, you ain't have to do me like that. You ain't have to do me like that. Let me see where we at. I feel Doggy Style is better, but number 2 is fair as long as Eminem ain't one. Now, Eminem shouldn't be one. Not as far as top 10 great. He has albums in the top 100, if I remember. I mean, because what is it? Marshall Mathers LP. That's got to be in the top 100 somewhere for me. I'm trying to think of the other album. The Slim Shady LP is like he's but he don't deserve those albums don't deserve to be up here like that. Not that high. Not that high. Nas your all-time favorite MC? That's dope, man. That's Nas. I'm gonna say this is what I say about Nas. Nas has a solid discography, but it seems like he's gotten better with time. Seems like he's gotten better with time, man. Way better with time. They just kept the East Coast afloat. We're Ready to Die. True. But I'm telling you, Nas's Illmatic is New York's The Chronic. I think. Yep. This is number. I ain't mad at it. Because you know what I'm saying? And I think even when you hear a lot of his contemporaries talk about, greatest albums, they always bring up Illmatic. I don't know anybody who don't bring up Illmatic as far as rappers. Like how, you know what I'm saying? When rappers start talking about their list, Illmatic is on there. So I'm not mad at Illmatic at all. American Gangster was a solid album. American Gangster was solid. I liked American Gangster. But it's not I don't know, it might be. Now that I think about it, it might be. So Ice Cube is missing before the Chronic. Cube held it down. Cube might be on there somewhere. I don't know. I would have to go through it because, like I said, I wasn't going through the whole list, but I'm pretty sure Cube is high. Now I'm pretty sure Cube, maybe America's Most or Death Certificate got to be top 20, right? Got to be top 20. She said, not in my top 20. What? All Eyes on Me and in your top 20? Okay. No, I ain't mad. Early 90s Cube pissed everyone off like Public Enemy. He did. I wish. And the crazy thing is Cube is still like that. And you can tell by his political views and when he does talk. But I know he has to. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's got to toe the line for certain things. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at Cube. I need another West Side Connection album. Cube, you and Mac 10, you and Mac Dime need to sit down and talk, cuz y'all need to sit down and talk, hash out whatever differences y'all got. Go get Dub and do another West Side Connection album. Come on, man. Give me a third one. Give me a third West Side Connection album. When y'all was all clicked up, that was crazy. That was hot. That was hot. Jay-Z is anywhere 7 through 10. I'm not mad at that. I think a lot of people give Jay-Z too much. I think a lot of people give Jay-Z too much. I wouldn't even, if Jay-Z wasn't even in the top 10, I wouldn't be mad. If he was like 15 to 20, somewhere around there, I wouldn't be mad at it. I really wouldn't. Really would not be mad at it. My take has, when it comes to Jay-Z, a lot of people don't like my take, but Jay-Z is the LeBron James of hip hop, right? He's the LeBron James of hip hop, meaning that on his watch, everybody else has won. Everybody has had an era but him. And I might catch some flack for this, but LeBron has never had an NBA era. He doesn't have an era. LeBron has been there. He's consistent, but he doesn't have an era. Jay-Z, consistent, doesn't have an era. Everybody ate while Jay-Z was there. Everybody ate while Jay-Z was there. He's never been the guy. And that might be a bad take. Y'all might crucify me, but that's my take when it comes to Jay-Z. And I'm a fan. I like Jay-Z. But it's always been somebody just slightly bigger and better than Jay-Z when he's out and about maneuvering. Always. He's never had that era. 50 Cent, that was an era. Snoop was an era. Nelly. Eminem. Wayne. Kanye. Jay-Z was always there, but like I said, I'm just naming people who was eating, was mopping them up. You know, just saying. Just saying. Yeah. T.I. This is it right here, Gray. They was there. 50 was a monster. That was like peak Jay-Z. Think about it. Jay-Z, matter of fact, Big overshadowed Jay. Big overshadowed Jay from the damn grave. Right? Jay-Z still trying to catch up. DMX overshadowed Jay. Busta might have overshadowed Jay. If we want to get into, we can get into it. We can get into it. She said, damn, not an LJ fan. Jay is my guy. Not totally mad at that take, though. And I'm not saying that to diss LeBron. LeBron got his rings. He did, you know what I'm saying? He stuffed his stats. He did, you know what I'm saying? LeBron James, arguably the GOAT. They said Jay-Z is the GOAT too, right? But when you get that microscope out and you start, you know what I'm saying, looking at the details and you start zooming in, you see the chinks in the armor when it comes to who the GOAT is and things of that nature. You know? But yeah, that's the top 10 Billboard rap albums of all time. Get Lauryn Hill out of here. Who would y'all move out before I go? I want to hear some of y'all. Who do y'all think deserves to be in the top 10 that might have missed it or didn't make this list, the top 10 list? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know before I go. I'm going to stick with y'all for another 2 minutes or so to see what y'all got to say. Say K-Dot showed up and a lot of our favorites stepped to the side. Okay. What do you mean by that? Like a lot of our favorites stepped to the side when K, you saying Lamar showed up and a lot of people said, no, I won't smoke with that. What do you mean? What favorites? What favorites do you speak of? Hmm. What favorites do you speak of? But I hope y'all didn't take that as like I was dissing. I ain't dissing Jay or dissing LeBron. I just an observation. Just an observation that I made, you know. Anything before I go? Bueller. Grace said there was a lot of people saying that they were the top dog. He showed up and that talk got quiet. Oh, okay. Bet. Let's talk about it. I see where you're going now, Gray. This what's dope about Kendrick is he has been talking the most shit for the longest of times. He's been inviting any and everybody to come to the table. Most importantly, he's been inviting Drake, right? So we got that. But he's been saying that don't nobody want to see him for the longest. And I don't think anybody really wants to. I think of some people I think Lupe is the guy. But it's not just rap, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not just rapping, because if that was the case, it'd be battle rap. But in these battles, these juggernaut battles, to me, Lupe used to be a juggernaut. He was on his way to being a juggernaut. I don't know what made him step back. Well, I don't know what made him change a different direction. I don't know if he got, you know what I'm saying, when the business side of things, he didn't want to play that game anymore. And that's, you know, that's his prerogative. But to me, it stopped him from being the juggernaut that he's supposed to be. When people speak of top modern rappers, Lupe should be right there. People should bring Lupe up, but they don't. They don't. But he should be brought up. So I feel you. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. A lot of people, top dog, he showed up. They got quiet because they wasn't ready, because he's willing. He willing to do the rap. He's willing to do the rap. And a lot of people nowadays aren't willing to do the rap. And they don't have the cachet. It's levels. You know what I'm saying? It is levels. I hate to say it is levels. Depending on your fame and your popularity, that's what made Kendrick versus Drake so domineering and polarizing for what it was, because these are two giants. Ain't nobody bigger than Drake. We talked about the big three: Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole. Then you get like Future and all these, like, but we're talking people who rap. Not saying Future can't rap. Not saying 21 can't rap, but I'm talking rap. J. Cole probably would have been the better opponent, but his heart wasn't in it. Right? His heart wasn't in it. Kendrick is a modern day 90s rapper to me. He is. He's somebody that cares. See, the thing is, nowadays they come into rap for the lick. It's for the look, chase the bag. Kendrick is here for the art. He's here to do the work. He makes albums. He makes albums. What rapper you know nowadays makes albums? Rappers nowadays just make playlists and then call it albums. You know, I got a collection of songs. Here's my albums. Kendrick makes albums. They got a certain order that's supposed to invoke a feeling, that tells a story. Right? When the last time you saw that? Maybe this Eminem album that just dropped is the actual conceptualized album. This Lupe Fiasco album that just dropped is a conceptualized album. When did people get away from making albums that tell a story, that invoke feelings and emotions? When did the skit not be cool anymore? Skits made the album. Skits made the album. You play that skit and then you knew what song was coming on next. Okay, I'm with it. Greg with the cosign. I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like I said, it was no Mika today. She's on vacay. So y'all see her out here on these Instagram streets. Y'all give her a shout out. Tell her be safe wherever she is in these great United States on her vacay. Like I said, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. So y'all take it easy and be safe. Where my outro at?